Hello, everyone, and welcome to my podcast. Today, we are going to talk about the unthinkable that struck the Borari family and what happens when superstitions combines with mental illness to create a disaster. It's still a mystery. What were the circumstances that led to the horrifying events that day? It was a regular morning of 1st of July 2018 in Delhi, the capital of India. But there was unusual silence outside the Borari residence. The Borari family consisted of Narayan Devi, 77, a devoted mother, a wife of Gopal Singh, who died in 2007, her children and grandchildren. Narayan Devi lived with her two sons, Bhavesh, 50, Lalit, 45, and a daughter, Pratibha, was 57. Both her sons were exceptional businessmen who jointly ran 11 shops across the city. They both were obedient sons, loyal and devoted husbands and father. They even took care of their widowed sister Pratibha and her daughter Priyanka, who would get married in coming days. Bhavesh and his wife Savita, 48, who were next elders among the family, had two daughters, Manika, 23, Needu, 25, and a son, Dhirendra, 15. Lalit and his wife, Tina, who was 42 at that time, had a 15-year-old son, Dushant. Now coming to the event. The CCTV footage of 1st of July shows a neighbor entering the Burari residence and then coming out frantically with utter shock and disbelief. What he had found inside the residence was 10 members of Burari family hanging from a metal mesh inside their house, and their mother Narayan Devi was found dead in another room, face down. Initially, police believed that it was a case of mass murder as the family was not going through any financial setbacks, but later investigations revealed it was a mass suicide. Evidence pointing to the fact were the autopsy of the family as well as the 11 diaries found from the house. Lalit Burari, the youngest son of Narayan Devi, and his wife were considered the mastermind of the event. He and his wife convinced the entire family to follow what they call as road to God, as revealed by the journalist Gopal Singh, who died in 2007, father of Lalit Burari, was visiting him and told him to follow his instructions and carry out the ritual hanging, where he will come every member of the family. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, and every one of them died. They were performed certain rituals before taking the drastic step. The bodies were hanging in the shape of a banyan tree, which somehow symbolizes a road to God. The shocking fact is the entire family worked together to carry out the entire rituals, which was the road to disaster. The journal describes horrifying details how the rituals would be carried out, which even included the color of stools used, the positions of the bodies, and even time was calculated to the last minute. Some other spine chilling details include the suicide was planned at least 1 week before it actually took place. Narayan Devi was hanged first and was later brought to her room and laid in that specific position. The family used 5 tables, that means the suicide was committed in 2 batches. The children hung themselves first before their parents, that means the elders of the family saw their kids dying, struggling to breathe. This is known as the youngsters had their hands tied behind their back, their faces covered, and cotton in their ears, as mentioned in the diary, and it was a part of the ritual. Next, the elders hung themselves using the same stool. Psychological theories suggest that the family was suffering from shared psychosis, which means people acquired delusions from another person, and usually this person is a closely related family member or a friend. In this case, the epicenter of the delusion was Lalit, the youngest son of Narayan Devi, which led to the horrifying massacre. I really hope this kind of incidents does not happen in future. Everyone should think critically before taking any decisions. Well, that is it folks in this episode. See you next week. Till then, be safe, be happy.